Welcome back everyone to Animal Crossing New Horizons series, part 22. Now I do have to mention one thing. Unfortunately for this video and the next one that I'm going to be uploading, both of them unfortunately didn't have the background music of the game itself. There was some kind of corruption with my video file which unfortunately removed the music. So I do have the footage of everything. Unfortunately, there is no background music, and I'll try to fill the background with my voice. Hopefully, that will help. But I'm really sorry about it. I didn't really realize it until I just checked out the video today. Last episode, we started moving out the villager's house into the beach to clear out the area to start terraforming. This episode will be continuing the same, and hopefully we'll be able to complete this in a few more episodes. Now, I did mention that I will start terraforming after clearing one part of the island, but I think I have to clear out some of the other houses in the other part of the island, as well as remove the river that's flowing through my island before I start terraforming. So we do have couple of things that we have to do. Definitely it's going to be pretty exciting. As for Isabel's broadcast today, she actually introduced us to a new DIY called Snowflake Wraith. I think I'll be able to craft this and place it on the door at some point, but not today. As soon as I checked out my mail, I made my way to Nook's Cranny as usual to check out the furnitures. Nothing really new other than the two items right here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough bells to kind of buy it, so probably I'll skip that other item right there and come back for it on a later stage to buy it within today. Checking the cabinets, I do have a flooring that I really like, so I'm gonna quickly go ahead and buy it. There we go. That's all for the Nook Cranny today. Maybe I do have to come back for some of these items like I said. But of course I'll be coming back either way to sell the fossils. So I might be able to buy it at that point. Now that we are out, as usual I'll quickly complete my daily task. And let's see what else we can do before we start moving out the houses. As usual, I made my way to Nook's Cranny once again to check out the clothes that they have for the day, as well as talk to Sable. I've definitely made more progress with her. As you can see, the storylines are getting a bit bigger. I think we still have a couple more days before she starts giving us free customized design patterns. As for the outfit for today, I think I have a really good one this time. I think this outfit looks really cool and definitely it was fun assembling it. As usual, I made my way to the museum since I had collected all of the fossils. Let's see if we have at least one of them that we can actually donate. Of course, we have to go through Blather's dialogue like literally every single day. Sometimes it does feel a bit annoying, but since we are able to use our B button to speed up the text, I still think it's pretty fine. There you go. We still have at least one fossil that we can donate. Let's see if we can donate it right away. Unfortunately, I was not able to find the fifth fossil. I only found 4 for today. Maybe we'll be able to find it in the next day. There we go. We only had one, but that's alright. At least we had one fossil to donate for today. Since we are here in the museum, I'll also make my way to the cafe, talk to Brewster, get a coffee, and see how we can actually get a different dialogue from him for today. After all, that is another goal of mine. Hopefully, I'll be able to get all the dialogues for talking to him. There we go. I do sometimes wonder if we have another shop in the other side of this hall. We do have the cafe this side. Straight away we have the art museum. Only the other wall is actually empty. As usual, Brewster will give us a coffee today. And I'll try to use another dialogue. Maybe we can definitely wait for the coffee to cool down before we drink. Alright, I'll say it's way too hot. And it's still too hot to drink. Definitely the third time. Okay, let's let it cool. I just want to see how longer he's gonna let me have this dialogue. Maybe that's all, so I'm quickly gonna drink it. Sometimes we do get a different dialogue from him, but this one looks pretty cool. Personally, I do like my coffee a bit warmer, not too hot. If it's too hot, then I will just burn my tongue. But I do like it a bit warmer side and not the cold coffee. It also seems like we have completed a couple of Nook Mile tasks, which I'll quickly go ahead and take the Nook Miles. Pretty cool. Since we have completed this, let me quickly complete the rest of my daily task before we go to Resident Services building and talk to Tom Nook. Well, it did take me around 10 minutes, but I was able to complete all my daily tasks. And here we are in the Resident Services building. Not too much in the recycling box, but let me quickly check out Nook Stop as well. Unfortunately, it seems like I did break the Nook Miles reward program, so that is pretty bad. Either way, let me quickly talk to Tom Nook right here. And this time I did decide to go with Midge's house first. We'll think about moving my house and Peanut's house on a later stage. Clicking on Island Home, let me quickly click on Midge. There we go. We do have to once more go ahead and talk to her as usual. Of course, I really wish we had a chance to skip out this part of the dialogue. Since we are doing this for quite a lot of time, I mean, we are moving them out to the beach. Then once we have the island, we're moving them back in. So I really wish we had a chance to kind of skip it. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So we do have to go through this dialogue like each and every time. There we go. Once we have paid, we do get the moving kit. And we're finally able to go ahead and place her house on the island. It seems like we are almost at the end of February in my game, which means snowy season will be ending pretty soon. So I do have quite a less time to go ahead and get the snowman. Hopefully I'll be able to get all of the recipes for that. Here we are right next to, I think this is Flo's house. Let me quickly see if we can place the house right here. I'm not really too worried about the coconut tree right there since I can still plant it again on a later stage. So this is where Midge's house is gonna be for now until I get a proper place ready for her to move back in. There we go. Now that that is over, I'll quickly go ahead and switch into the next day. We can quickly go ahead and move another house in the next day as well. As usual, since it's a new day, we have another broadcast from Isabel. This time, the time is a bit more late with time being 6:30 p.m. Nothing new to really announce, so I guess we can quickly go ahead and go with the daily task. I think this is the first time I'm playing the game in the night mode, which is pretty cool as well, but it's a bit difficult to find out stuff. Checking out the mail, we have two new, one from Flo and other one from Isabel. Oh, alright. I think it's February 14th in my game today, so we are getting a Valentine's Day gift. Not bad, and definitely it was unexpected, especially from Flo. Either way, let me quickly make my way into the home and store some of my items before making my way to the shop. One thing I did see is that my storage is right now full, and it's hilarious to think that this keeps happening to me. It literally is the third time this has happened, so I do have to try and complete my loan for today. As for the items right here, there are a couple of them that I do have to buy. Especially this bottled ship right here. It's one of those rarer items that I really like. There is another item which is the snow globe that I really enjoy using on my house. I think we already have one and we probably had that on an early stage of this game, so I did buy one. I'm quickly gonna buy this wall mounted toolbox as well. I think it's pretty cool. I can definitely use it in my house. There we go. For once, we do have 4 items in the shop that I was actually interested in buying. As for the cupboard, let's check if we have anything that we can actually buy. I think I do have a wallpaper and a flooring that I do want to buy today, so let me quickly buy them both. This lattice wall, I think it will look good if it's in the main room, but we do have to check out how it might look in the house. If I don't like it, I'll bring it back and sell it out as well. While talking to all of my villagers, it seems like Midge is busy with cooking. Let's see which recipe it's gonna be. Ooh, alright, pumpkin pound cake. It's another new recipe for me, so I'm pretty excited to go ahead and get this. Unfortunately, I think you do have to have pumpkins for this one, and I definitely do not have even one. Maybe once I do have my island set, I might be able to go ahead and get some pumpkin and other things going as kind of like a field, and maybe we'll be able to craft some of these food items as well as the DIY recipes. Now I did make my way to the resident services building right here, and I actually decided to go ahead and complete a ceremony which is currently available. This is mostly on the museum remodeling, so I'm pretty excited about it. Other than this, I won't be doing most of the ceremonies unless it's something new. As you might know, there are multiple bridges and inclines that you can actually build. So I'm definitely not going to be having any ceremony for those. But anything like this one, I'll go ahead and show you guys the ceremony. In this case, unfortunately, 3 of my villages are standing below level, which looks pretty weird. But either way, I think it's pretty nice to have this ceremony right here. Since we do have a lot of dialogues, I did go ahead and speed this part up. I think it's still pretty fine, but it's definitely pretty cool to see our museum remodeled. I'm also very excited to see when my Nook's Cranny will actually upgrade. Hopefully it will be done in a couple of days. If not, we might have to try time traveling a bit more to see if it does upgrade. Now that we are here in the resident services building, I'll quickly go ahead and first of all try to move my house. There are 3 houses that I have to move. I think moving my house is the next thing to do. We still have the Nook's Cranny as well as Peanut's house to move. I might be able to cover another one in this episode. Let's see if we can do it. But for now, I am quickly gonna go ahead and move my house as well. Not only that, I do still have to complete my loan. Unfortunately, if I am moving my house, I don't think I'll be able to expand it. So I might have to wait for another day to expand my house, but at least I'll be able to complete my loan right here. Thankfully, I did actually grind for a lot of time and I was able to get enough bells to go ahead and complete my loan, which is pretty helpful considering my storage did get filled today. Now, just for the off chance, I did go ahead and talk to Tom Nook right here to see if I can expand my house. And let's see what he has to say. Hopefully he will expand it. If not, I'll wait for another day for it. Never mind. I guess I really can't expand. I do have to wait for the next day to do so. In this case, since we do have enough time, let me quickly go ahead and place my house. In which case, I did decide to go ahead and place it right here. This is right next to where we go to the boating tour. Definitely it has enough space for my huge house. Once I do terraform my island and move this initial house to its original place, I am planning to have another beach house, and I think this area right here is super good for it. It does have enough space for my house and I really don't have to worry about the space on the sand or near the water. So that might be something that's coming. The next thing is on this bottled message, which I was finally able to find in the edge of a beach. Let's see what it is. In this case, it's a cute rose crown. Pretty nice. Something that I definitely want to craft, but I don't think I'll be able to craft unless I get a pink and an orange rose, which of course I do have to wait for a lot to get. Since we do have quite some time in this game left, I decided to go ahead and time travel once more for a third time today. So we will be able to move one more house out of the way before we end out this episode. Nothing too important in Isabel's broadcast, so I don't really have to worry about it. Since we have moved our house right next to the beach, we do have it located right here. We also have a gift from LaBelle, whom I actually helped yesterday, and I forgot to show you guys that video. She did give us a 2 tailor ticket, which I think will be helpful. But of course, I still have to increase my storage. Unfortunately, my pockets are full and I'm unable to place any of these items. Maybe I'll be able to get that done today. Personally, I think the reaction I just gave on my character does tell my situation. As usual, I made my way to the shop. Let's see if we can buy all of these items without completely cluttering my pocket. We do have 4 different items. Couple of them I think I'll buy. Especially this record box right here. It's something I think I'll be able to use in my office area. Let me also buy this panda right here. There we go. I don't think I need the sleeping bag. Maybe I will actually buy it on a later stage for my campsite. For now, I think I don't really have to buy it. As for the cabinet, let's check out if we have a wallpaper or a flooring that we really like. And I think this is the only flooring I do want to buy. The wallpapers, once again, are not really that good. Some of them are literally very weird, but unfortunately, that is all for now. As you can see, my pocket is completely filled. Thankfully, I did make one more space. Hopefully, I don't have to drop any of my items on the island. If I do have to do that, maybe I will have to remind myself in the next episode to pick those items up. Alright, there we go. That's all on the shop for now. Since I'm not really able to carry any items, I decided to make my way to the resident services building and immediately forgot that my pockets are full. In this case, I do have to check out my Nook stop, see if we can order anything, and then talk to Tom Nook. As usual, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Nook shopping, see if there are any good items. In which case, there are none, so I can definitely go ahead and ignore that. Alright, signing off from that. Let me quickly talk to Tom Nook right here and talk about my house loan. Hopefully I'll be able to have enough bells to pay it off. After all, the more rooms you add to your house, the more loan it actually becomes. In this case, oh god. Alright, I will be doing a lot of offline grinding for this one. Definitely. Since my pocket was full, I had to go back, drop some items outside and come back in. This time I'm gonna quickly go ahead and move our Nook's cranny. I think it's easier for me to move that, and in the next episode I'll go ahead and move Peanut's house. Right here we do have Tommy representing for the shop, and of course he agrees as well, which is pretty cool. Now that we have talked to him, we'll finally be able to get a moving kit for the shop and try to place it on the island. In this case, I would like to have the shop much closer to my house. So I think I might have to find a place where I'll be able to access the shop much easily with the current location of my house. So let me quickly make my way over there. Alright, here we are. This is right next to my house. Let me see if I can place the shop right here at the end. Now I did want to place it right next to my house, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Let me try using the shop moving kit right here. As you can see, it's much larger than a house, so you definitely need a bit more space. In this case, I think the space is good. Alright, there we go. This is where my shop will be in the next episode, so that is pretty helpful. Alright, so that I think is all I had for today. We did move around 3 houses today, one being a villager house, one being my house, the last one is the shop. In the next episode, I will move out Peanut's house, which is the last one over there, and try to clear out all the trees to start terraforming. Anyway, that's all I had for today. Thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.